Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? Well, I hope you guys had fun. It's Sunday evening, guys. I thought we'd get out here and see what we can get into. Stopped at the Dollar Tree, or not the Dollar Tree, but the Dollar General. We stocked up on some Halloween candy. I got some Tootsie Rolls. I got that little bag of Tootsie Rolls and different things, and I was kind of upset because they only really gave me one Tootsie Pop. I don't see any more. That's the only one that was in that whole entire bag, and it was the mix of the different Tootsie Rolls. And then I got some of the Nerds. I got some of the gummies. My Fun Dip. I love Fun Dip. But this is for the grandkids when they come in and Papa. So thought I'd get some. Other day, my little stomper came in. I was telling you guys about other day. And as I expected, it was not the battery operated. It was just the push along. But it does still have the rubber tires. And I forgot that these had a suspension. See how the tires go up and down? So yeah. So I got that. So I'm still on the lookout for one of the ones that takes AA batteries. And then I was down at the flea market yesterday, and I ran across this old chap, and he was probably 70. He may have not been 70. He's probably about 60. But anyway, he had all the old 1950s and 60s and 70s Hot Wheels. I don't know if Hot Wheels was out in the 50s. Whenever Hot Wheels first came out, he had it all the way back to that point. And he had this one, the Red Baron. And I wanted this one so bad when I was a kid, and all my cousins had it. I never could find it in the stores. So he had about 2 or 3 of these. And the prices went from 25 up to 50. He had a couple, had the sticker on the side of the helmet. So, but as I hate to admit it, I paid $25 for that one. I sure did. But you know what? I've always wanted that thing. And when I had forgotten about it, and then when I saw it, all those memories came rushing back, and how I was jealous of all my cousins. Because we all had our Hot Wheels out there, and we all had our favorites. And of course, they didn't want to trade nothing. I think I even tried to trade 3 or 4 Hot Wheels for one, but nope, they wouldn't budge. So now I am a proud owner of one. And got a couple more, the dollar ones, hanging over there. I bought that one there. I like anything that's unusual. So, but anyway, we're not here to talk about Hot Wheels. We're here to talk about radios again. And I just got out of the shower, and I'm already sweating. It's been so humid here in Kentucky the last few days. It's been aggravating. But anyway, guys, y'all probably know my fascination about these old 1970s radios, these multi-banders. See, I've got quite a few in my small collection. And I love these type. They're kind of like on the cheap side, you know what I mean? They're not made super, super well. They're made just good enough to kind of hang around, you know. But yesterday, I found another one kind of like these. They all are a little different in their own way, seems like. None of them, some of them kind of look the same, but at the same time, they're a little different. So, I actually found one that was imitating a Zenith Oceanic. And if you don't know what those are, of course, everybody that deals radios knows what Oceanic is. It was like a portable radio that Zenith, it was like their #1 seller for years and years. But this is kind of a cheaper one. I'll put a couple pictures of the Zenith Oceanics. Beautiful, beautiful. Some of them are real beautiful radios. So, but I'll show you this one that they came as I think they just made it as a knockoff of the Zenith. So, here it is. Now it does have a few problems that we're going to try to fix tonight. Well, one problem, and it's cosmetic. So let me get it up here on the table. There we go. There it is, guys. Can you see the cosmetic? It has this. Now, if I was a betting person, I think I know I could bet on what caused that. And that would be a rubber worm. Artificial bait is the worst if you leave it laying on the plastic. It will. There's something in that artificial worms and stuff, the rubber worms and crawdads and stuff, that has some kind of chemical, and it will literally eat through plastic if you leave it there long enough. And that, I believe that's what happened here, because you can kind of see where it laid here. It even appeared on top. I think it was dangling over here and even up here a little bit. And we're going to try to address that. We're going to try to fix that up. But let me open it up because it's really neat. See, that's what I'm saying. I think they kind of was taking the idea from the Zenith radios and putting it in this multi-band radio here. This is a Peerless. I say it was made in Japan. I haven't looked inside yet. But they all kind of look the same. It has one of the chargers. Right here you can, if you had rechargeable batteries, you could charge it. I don't think I'm going to get this open, guys, because I've opened quite a few of these. And if you want, you can go back in my videos where I'm open one of these up. They're all the same. They have little transistors. But I think it's a pretty nice looking radio other than that. And I'm going to try to use this filler. This is a plastic wood. I'm going to sand this down, get that smooth as I can. I already took a scraper, because it was worse than this. I'm going to take a scraper and try to get it a little bit smoother. Then I'm going to fill it with this and let it dry. And then I'm going to tape this off, so when I paint it, that don't get covered up. And I'm going to spray it. And I've got satin black. And even though this is like a dark brown, I think that the satin black it'll look really good as long as we can get this filled where that'll look decent. And that, as long as when I paint it you can't see this anymore, it probably look better than what it does. It's even up here a little bit. At first glance, I thought it was somebody laid a cigarette on it. But before we get busy on it, let's see if it works, guys. I haven't plugged this one up. So let's see what it does, see if it plays. Alright, guys, let's see if we can play it. It opens up the back. Oops. And there's where, if you wanted to, you can put your rechargeable batteries in there. I'm trying to see where it says where it's made. Now, I say it was made in Japan. That's where some of them, I got a couple that was made over in England. But for the most part, they're made in Japan. This one's being kind of hard to find out anything about. Okay. Let's get the cord out. Let's plug her in. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh. Oh. Let's turn it off. Yeah, that's a good sound, ain't it? Alright. And it looks really good when you got the lid up. But as soon as you put that down, boy, whoo! It looks kind of rough, don't it? Let's open her up, put it on its pretty side. There we go. And it kind of reminds me of every car I've had a pretty side and not pretty side. So like if you go to a wedding or something or a funeral, you always want to park that vehicle on its good side. Y'all ever have to do that? I've had to do that with almost every one of mine. Alrighty. Here we go. The boy said it worked, so Matt. Let's see. I hear a little something, but I ain't getting nothing out of it. Let's hook an antenna to it. Sometimes them antennas ain't the best. Let's hook a outdoor antenna to it. Because I know we're not getting nothing. Let's see. Do I got something off over here? I can't see nothing but my glasses. Let me grab my glasses. Okay. What do we got here? We need AC. We had it over on AC. Charger work. It's just not very loud.
Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional. Easily high. Don't have much money. The temperature was 87 degrees and the low 57 degrees.
Not getting much of nothing else. And the pointer's getting stuck. Let's take it down over here to AM. We got it over here on the weather band. I don't know if this... I think it needs a little work, but sometimes where they ain't played for a while, they're kind of... It takes them a while. Because some of these different bands here are dead. You can hear a little static. Let's change the antenna sometimes. Let's put the antenna over here. And that helped a little bit. Gotta fix the tuning. It's stopping. There's a little something on public broadcast. Let's take it to shortwave. Shortwave's kind of dead. Let's see. Yeah, shortwave's dead. And so is AM. Definitely going to need work. But we'll do that on a later date. I just want to tonight see if we can look better.
It's not put it into a situation where Caleb could possibly throw an interception. How can we assure that we get 6 points?
It has a world 24-hour time chart.
Where it looked like to me at first, I said, man, they're going A-gap to the front side. And it shocked me when they ended up going to the back side and just turning it into
11.
Yeah, so now we'll have to see if the Raiders can come from behind and come away with a victory. The only other game that's currently going on, Chiefs-Ravens. Justice Hill just had a long touchdown run, but that one's still out of hand. It is 37-20. The Chiefs lead. Just have to
Well,
go down.
23.
Ravens don't use any more of their timeouts. Down 17 with under 2 minutes remaining.
It's AM
Meanwhile,
PM.
the
Alrighty.
Giants today
Let's see,
had a
guys,
great debut. They
if we can make this look better in this video.
And
And probably another video we can go in and do a little clean and see if we can get some of these bands sounding better. I don't know really what could be wrong with them other than dust in them. So, we're gonna fill that in.
Giants did not trail at all during this game. Jackson Dart rushes for a touchdown, throws for a touchdown. Brian Dable after
And
the game.
we're gonna have to figure something out because this kind of got like has like a texture. And we'll have to try to come up with something to put the texture into the filler so it don't look flat too. I gotta think of. Give me a minute and I'll be back. I gotta think of something that I can maybe roll over it when I do it, or take a pen. Take some, maybe a wash rag. Maybe I'll take a rag, and once I put the filler on there, kind of put the wash rag down on it, and it'll make those little imprints. We'll have to experiment. Alrighty, guys. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sand on a little bit. I'm going to do a little sanding. I hope enough light in here. Let me see. Maybe that helps. Alright. And I took off the little pins that held the door. It was just these little things there, little clamps, so we could take the door off. Now we don't got to worry about the radio. So, and to tell you the truth, it doesn't look bad with the door off, but I just think that's really neat. Call me old-fashioned, but I like maps. So I wish that would come out. I don't know if I can get that off because I really don't want to get no paint. It's probably just glued in. Let's see. It's in good. Wait a minute. There we go. I may go get my I need a pick. I need to pick that so I can pull this out, and then I can always re-glue that. That way I won't take the chance of when I spray paint it over here, I won't take a chance of getting paint on that, because that's the whole reason I'm doing this. If it wasn't for this, I would just take it off the radio and just leave it like that. So I got around to the garage. Alright, guys. I apologize, guys, for the air conditioning on. I hope it ain't hurting the sound too awful much. It's just so humid here. It's finally cooling off and getting comfy, getting comfortable. I need to just these little picks. It's been a handy little thing I picked up at Harbor Freight. I've used these quite a bit. That one right there, where it's got that nice little curve on it, that is very handy in a lot of situations, just the way that's bent, because you can take it and get it in there and roll it. Let's see if I can get this out of here. I don't want to scratch it. I'm going to have to use that. Just kind of get in there. Take it and get in underneath it. This is embarrassing. I'm having all kinds of trouble and I shouldn't be. There we go. Now if I can get... went back down. To be about 40 or 50 years old, that glue sure is strong still. Oh, I put a crease in it. Daggone it. There we go. Hopefully, I get that out. I was trying not to do that. Getting it back perfect probably just flew out the window. I may be able to take a got most of it out, but it's going to take some work. I'll have to get something really nice and flat and beat it out, because evidently there's something on that wood and it made that. But anyway, we won't have no paint on it, I guarantee you that. All right, I'll just have to find a nice smooth surface and get it fixed. Alrighty, now we have this, and we can start working on this.
A Would You Rather Roosters edition. Today's contestant is
I'm going to take.
Are you ready to play? Let's do this. Okay, Bob. Would you rather eat slimy overcooked wings at home or enjoy fresh, delicious
Back in here.
wings from Roosters? This is easy.
Alright, I want sand on it, guys, with a medium grit sandpaper. And we're going to get it smooth. We're going to get it all smooth. Plastic's hard to deal with. It's hard to fix once it's burnt, once it's damaged. This really, we have to feel on this too, because you can see it when you're looking down at the radio.
Wow, everybody goes to college or that whole thing. And that happened, we started our lives after high school. And then, it was just one of those moments where like, wow, we should go back together.
Just trying to get that
It's like friendship,
smooth
Video
down.
games. It's a big thing for us, man. Like, it's talking about anime and
I'm going to tape that off.
It's always been about the
So let me go get some tape and get that taken care of before I mess that up.
At the end of the day, it's like,
Alright guys, I got messing with it and actually got the thing to work. Let's pick it up more. Yeah, like I said, when they don't get played, they don't, it takes them a while to come back sometimes. So I'm going to take some tape, guys. I'm going to take this off.
And the best part? Except Discover. Except Discover. In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah. Discover's accepted where I like to shoot. Oh,
Take
baby,
it.
give it time.
Then we'll take the knife and we'll trim it out.
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic. A GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk.
professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injections are 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Cashback is not available on gas from Jersey, Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back.
There we go.
today.
Now when we paint that, we'll still have our P
You're putting gas in your
for
car anyway.
peerless.
Get real cash back. If you like free money, download Upside.
Tidy that up a little bit.
Using Upside to help
Alright.
you for a vacation later.
Now I need to wipe this off where we sanded. Get a good cleaning.
Write your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank.
Our different communications family of stations remind you of the Tommy Shopping.
Okay. Well, now my plan is, guys, to just fill that in. That's my plan. I haven't never done this really on something like this, but it should be just like any type of other filler. So let's just fill that in. Quit working again. The house. It definitely needs some work. Needs it gone in and worked on that pointer. Alright. Let's go get some of this on my spreader. I'm gonna fill it. I'm gonna just fill them holes. Get all them filled first with my putty knife. Even up here on the top. Just keep going over it till all of those blemishes are filled in. A little bit more on this big old hole here. Get them all filled in. Oopsie. Alright, now that I got it all filled, I'm going to take it and run it across and get my excess off. And try not to pull any out of the hose. which sometimes you have to do it twice. So I think I pulled it out right there. So I'm going to fill this in. I'm going to let this dry. And then we'll come back and we'll do the finish coat on it. So I've got it all filled in. I'll probably have to come back and fill these in too again. So we'll let that dry. Make sure I got it all covered. Alright guys, I'll let that dry and then I'll come back and I'll hit it with the sandpaper and then we'll go in there one more time and go over it. Then I'm going to take a wet washcloth and kind of pat it and try to get these little marks in it. It probably won't match 100%, but it should kind of fool the eye. Alright, I'll let that set and dry and I'll be back. Alrighty guys, let's see if we can sand it. It probably needs another few minutes to dry, but yeah, it's still wet. I'm going to go over with Mr. Heat Gun and see if I can speed this process up. Alrighty guys, got the heat gun. Now I gotta be careful with this because I do not want to melt the plastic. I just want it to dry. So let's see. I need high. Get red. That's pretty dry. That is dry. So, we can sand. Get our sandpaper. And start sanding. Get it down smooth. Man, it got hot. It got hot. Still needs a little bit more up here. Yeah, still needs to dry up here. Maybe a little bit more of the heat gun. Oh, I'll do that off camera. Alright, I think it's good now. Man, this stuff's dust, dude. That's what happens to any type of filler. It is messy. So we just need to get this down. Like that, and I'm gonna keep going until I get this good and smooth. Get it good and smooth. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get those little markings in there. Because if I put another coat on it, I won't be able to sand it. So let me get this nice and smooth. I'll probably just have to paint it like that. I'll go all the way over as far as I can so I have the texture. And then where we filled it, I don't know. You ain't going to have texture, I guess. Alright guys, that's about as good as I can get it without scooping any of what we had filled. So I need to clean up my mess and get this cleaned off, get it prepped for paint, and we'll get her painted. I'm going to have to redo this too because it's tape's starting to come off and the paint will go underneath that. So let me get this prepped and ready to paint. Alrighty guys, we're going to be using satin black, but first I'm going to prime it. We're going to put just some old cheap spray paint primer. So let's prime it first, and then we'll come back and we'll give it a satin black. Alrighty. There it goes. First it was taking paint. I think something's wrong with this nozzle. It's spraying good. Alright. There's our primer. Black primer. We'll let that set. Once that dries, we'll come back with this satin. I love satin black. It really looks good. And hopefully it's going to look halfway decent. You know, it ain't going to look perfect. We're just going to try to get it to look a little bit better than what it did. Alrighty, let's let that dry. And we'll be back. Alright guys, the primer is dry. And I still kind of see the outline. It looks like a sperm. I don't think it's going to come out. But at least it's going to be smooth. I don't know how it's flat. So I don't know how it's still showing the outline. But anyway, maybe with the next coat, maybe it will disappear. So let's see. Alright, let's see what it does. Maybe if I put it on thick. Keep missing it. There we go. Alright. We'll let that sit there and dry, guys. And hopefully that comes out. I doubt it though. It's probably going to show through. We'll let it dry and we'll see. I'll be back. Alrighty guys, there she is. She looks a little bit better. If you look real close, you can see the outline. But, you know, it's not going to be in the Taj Mahal or nothing. It's just going to be setting up on my shelf. And this will be flipped up anyway. So, let's get it back together. Let's get this put back in. I had a little dolly that bend metal. Like, you hold it in your palm and, you know, if you're taking out dents in a car. And luckily, it was round and you can roll it. And I rolled it back and forth because I about messed it up real good because I took my hammer and I thought it was flat, but it actually had little places where we had banged on stuff before, and this stuff's so thin it was literally putting little divots in. So I had that looking really bad, but I got it kind of looking good. So let me put you guys up on Sky Vision, and we'll get this put back together. Alright guys, go ahead, we'll get this sticker off. Not sticker, but this piece of tape right here. See if we can get it off of there without messing up the paint job. There we go. Messed up a little right here in the corner. A little lifted up the paint, but that's fine. That turned out better than what I thought it would. So we got our symbol back in. And I know you can still see the outline of that, but at least it's not as bad as what it was. Put in the comments if y'all think it looks better. Some of you guys may not. You never know what things are going to turn out till you do them. I think it looks better. I mean, it's hard to fix plastic. And I mean, I could have went back and even made it fill. There's a little place here that needed filled in the filler, but it's a 1970s radio, so it's, you know, it's not going to be perfect. So now all we got to do, we got to put this back, get this back in. And I'm going to use rubber cement glue, guys, to put this back in. That way, if it ever needs to be taken back off. And I really need something. I use one of my birthday cards here to flip this over. And I gotta make sure I put this in the right way. So it needs to go like that. Well, let's see. It'll get flipped up like that. So it needs to be like that. Well, I guess I could just look at the hose down here. Okay. So we're going to use rubber cement glue. I'm getting low on it. I use it a lot to fix speakers. So we're just going to load it up. Put a little thick in a couple places so it has something to bite on. Alright. Now let's put it in here. Press. Now I need some weight to hold that down. Huh. I just thought of that. I wonder if this old radio will work. This old Ford radio we did a video on. Yeah, it'll work. Alright, I'm gonna let that sit there for a few minutes, guys, and dry. Well, I hope it don't stick. Well, it didn't mess it up, thank goodness. That wasn't a good idea. Alright. Well, I guess it's just going to have to dry. I don't think it looks too awful bad, guys. Let's see what it looks like on the radio. It has some paper. When I took it off the paper out there. There we go. Alright, let's get it on the radio. I probably should have let it dry a little bit more, probably overnight or something. But I was just trying to get the video finished. Alright, now this is going to be fun because this takes little tiny clips. I'll put a picture right here. And with these big old fingers of mine, it's hard to do stuff that small. But we'll get it in here. So let's bring the radio down. Just up here where it goes. And I'll do the clips off camera. They're going to be aggravating. I'll just put the... I see right now. That came off. We'll get it. Let me get this in because I'm going to have to do a little something here. There's one. There's two clips. Now let's put this back in. I forgot rubber cement glue takes a while to dry. What I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to put these on. Here, after we're finished with the video. Because I got to get that to dry. So there, that's back in place, but I'll have to put a couple of these clamps in place. Let me get this. There we go. But I'll have to put a couple of these little clamps in place around it to get that in. But let's close it. Let's see what it looks like closed. See if it looks any better. Yeah. I think it looks a little bit better. What do you guys think? It's hard to see, dang it? You don't have that big old nasty place there. I don't know if that was a fingerprint or it's just really dry there. Okay, well, I'm going to put these clips on here. Put that one, I need a couple more. Another one on the other side. It'll give it time to dry. But there you go, guys. Not perfect, but it looks a little bit better. And we'll let that dry. Alrighty, guys. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody's doing good and everybody's doing well. I hope everything's going your guys' way. Until the next one, guys, I'll see you right here at Redneck Ways. Yeah, it ain't perfect for sure. You see what it looks like in the camera. Normally satin black isn't that shiny. I don't know why. That's not helping matters. I may have to hit it again, guys, off camera with flatten it down a little bit. I'll have to see what it looks like tomorrow. Alrighty, bye guys.